Hello! Welcome to this magical corner where stories come to life. Today I'm bringing you a classic tale, full of fun and adventure, the Bremen Town Musicians. So get comfy, open your ears wide, and let the magic begin. The Bremen Town Musicians. Once upon a time, in a quiet countryside far away, there was an old donkey who had spent his entire life working on a farm. Day after day, year after year, he had carried sacks of grain, firewood, and anything else his master needed. But as the years passed, his back became bent, his legs tired, and his steps slow. One morning, his master said with a sigh, "You're not good for anything anymore, old donkey. I can't afford to feed you if you can't work." And just like that, the donkey was sent away. Feeling heartbroken and confused, the donkey walked slowly down the dusty road, wondering what to do. But after some time, a spark of hope lit up in his eyes. "I've always wanted to go to Bremen. I hear it's a wonderful town where music fills the air. Maybe I can become a musician. I may not be young, but I have a strong voice. My brae has soul." So off he went, head held high, toward the city of Bremen. As he walked through a thick forest, he heard a low whimpering under a bush. There, lying in the shade, was a thin, tired-looking dog with gray fur and sad eyes. "What's the matter, friend?" asked the donkey kindly. "Oh," sighed the dog, "I served my master faithfully for years, guarding his house and barking at strangers. But now my legs are weak, and I can't chase intruders like I used to. He said I was no use to him anymore and kicked me out." The donkey shook his head in sympathy. "That's unfair. You still have plenty of heart left in you. Listen, I'm on my way to Bremen to become a musician. Why don't you come with me? You can bark the rhythm while I bray the melody." The dog tilted his head, thinking, and then gave a small tail wag. "Why not? It's better than wandering alone." So the donkey and the dog continued down the road together. After a while, as the sun dipped lower behind the trees, they heard a faint meowing. High up on a branch sat a scruffy old cat, looking lonely and lost. "What's wrong, little cat?" asked the dog. "Oh, friends," said the cat with a soft sigh. "My mistress says I'm no good anymore. I sleep too much, and I can't catch mice like I used to. She said she doesn't need a lazy cat and tossed me out." The donkey smiled warmly. "You're welcome to join us. We're heading to Bremen to become musicians. I'll bray, the dog will bark, and you can add your fine meows to the harmony." The cat's whiskers twitched with curiosity. "Music, you say? I've always liked moonlit melodies. All right, count me in." The trio carried on, now a small band of animals with big dreams. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, they heard a loud, sorrowful crowing. Perched on a fence post was a rooster, feathers ruffled, singing his heart out to the moon. "Why do you sound so sad, proud rooster?" asked the cat. "Because," said the rooster dramatically, "my mistress says my crowing is annoying. She used to enjoy it, but now she says it's just noise. And worse, she's planning to cook me tomorrow for supper." The animals gasped. "Oh no," barked the dog. "You must escape right away," cried the cat. "Come with us," the donkey offered. "We're off to Bremen to become musicians. You can be our lead singer with your mighty crow." The rooster thought for a moment, flapped his wings, and nodded. Yes, I'd rather sing on the road than be roasted in a pot." Now the four animals marched together, full of excitement, making music as they walked, braying, barking, meowing, and crowing into the night. The forest echoed with their strange but joyful sound. But after hours of walking, they grew tired and hungry. Just then the rooster, whose eyes were sharper than the rest, spotted a light through the trees. "Look! A house! There's light in the window." Cautiously, they crept closer and peeked inside. To their surprise, a group of rough-looking thieves sat around a table piled with food. They were laughing loudly and counting gold coins. "Thieves!" whispered the cat. "And such a feast!" said the dog, licking his lips. "We need a plan," said the donkey. And so the donkey came up with a clever idea. "I'll stand under the window. The dog will climb onto my back. The cat on the dog, and the rooster on top. Then, at my signal, we'll give them the loudest concert they've ever heard." The animals stacked themselves up carefully, wobbly but determined. 1, 2, 3, go! The donkey brayed, the dog barked, the cat meowed, and the rooster crowed, all at once. It was a thunderstorm of animal voices. The thieves screamed in terror, thinking ghosts or monsters had come to get them. They dropped everything and ran into the woods without looking back. The four animals burst into the house, laughing at their own wild success. They ate the food, warmed themselves by the fire, and finally curled up in soft corners to sleep peacefully. In the morning, the donkey stretched and looked around. "You know," he said, "I'm not sure we need to go to Bremen anymore." "This house is perfect," said the dog. "And no one to chase us out," added the cat. "And I can sing as loudly as I want," crowed the rooster. And so, the donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster decided to stay in the house. They guarded it together, made music each evening, and lived as a happy little family. They never made it to Bremen, but they found something better: friendship, freedom, and a new beginning. Moral: together we are stronger. Even if we're no longer wanted in one place, there's always a new path ahead, especially when we walk it with good friends. And just like that, our story has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed this tale as much as I enjoyed telling it. If you'd like to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone you love. See you on the next adventure.